Hello everyone and welcome to another Wizard101 video. Today I'm going to be going over an aspect of the game that I feel like has been introduced recently but has been kind of neglected by KingsIsle. They definitely should update this more. And that is gear sets. You've probably read the title of this video so you know what I was talking about to begin with. But wait, I have to sneeze. Let me pause the video. Alright, I'm back. I sneezed. So gear sets, if you did not know, only apply to certain different types of gear. Let me see, do I have anything that's in a gear set? I don't think I do, but that's a shame, but it doesn't really matter. Basically, what gear sets are is that if you have a certain amount of a specific gear set piece of gear, you get bonuses. So for example, if I go over here to the Dragoon set, you can see if I have 3 pieces of Dragoon gear, I get plus 7% fire damage, which is actually really sick. That's like a lot of damage. Plus the fact that the Dragoon set gives me more damage anyway. So I would be able to get up to 160 damage if I turned these 3 Vanguard pieces into Dragoon pieces, which I will do eventually. I just have not done because I'm too lazy. But basically, that's what the sets are designed for, so that it aims to make it so that it's more beneficial to collect a specific gear set rather than mixing and matching different pieces of gear. So for example, before the catacombs, a lot of the meta was to have Malastare or Crocopatra hat, Malastare or Rattlemone's robe, and then have Professor's Horde boots. But if they added a gear set for Malastare, it would have been more beneficial most likely to wear all 3 sets of Malastare gear, or wear the 3 Malastare gear rather than mixing and matching like that. Basically what it does is it gives motivation to do stuff like that rather than, you know, to mix and match, which I think is actually pretty cool. And it does also give, so for example, if you had 2 different gear sets on, you could theoretically have, say, an athame and a ring from one part of a gear set and then a robe and boots from another gear set, and you'd get 2 bonuses, which is pretty cool. Now, what the problem is, what I think is the problem with this, is that KingsIsle added the feature and then they haven't done enough with it. So for example, they have it for the Dragoon gear, they have it for some of the pack gear, I know they have it for the Primeval gear, and I think the Road Warriors pack, or am I, they have it for one of these, but I think they're severely neglecting the potential it could have. It could have a lot of potential, especially in the early stages of the game, because in the early stages of the game, gear didn't really matter. It mattered, but you would just mix and match certain types of gear. It didn't make sense, like, for example, it didn't really make sense to farm for any one set of gear until the Waterworks gear because it's so good. But say they added a gear set bonus for the Zeus gear, then it would actually make more sense to go for the Zeus gear than it currently even does. I mean, the Zeus gear is great and all, but it's not overwhelmingly great to the point where it's worth farming for it. But basically, what I'm saying is that KingsIsle really needs to add in some more of these gear sets, because as they are right now, there's only a few gear sets and they're all late game gear sets. The other gear sets, I believe, okay, those aren't the only gear sets. They have added 2 more that I know of. There's one in Celestia, the Celestia gear set, which is kind of useless because Waterworks exists. And then they have the Crocotopian gear set, which is gotten from Crocotopia gear. Let me see if I have a wizard on this account that has it. If not, I'll just keep talking anyway. But basically, I don't have a wizard on this account that has it. But basically, the Crocotopia gear set, it gives certain bonuses. Nothing too good, but it's a hat, robe, and boots, and it can give a few bonuses, which are pretty cool. What I'm saying they should do is they should make something like this, right? If I go and sort by level here, say I found Crocotep's cowl, right? Say if you had Crocotep's cowl, Crocotep's robes, and Crocotep's boots, boom, you get a gear set bonus, right? That would be really cool, in my opinion, if they added it to more things like this, because it just genuinely makes more sense. Like the Felini's Fiery Robes, it makes sense to add more gear sets like this to the early stages, so it adds more of a dynamic feel to gear. One gear set I would especially like to see this for would be Waterworks gear. I think it would be really cool if Waterworks had some kind of added bonuses that gave, like, for example, the fire one Fire Waterworks gear gives accuracy, because if you didn't know, the main thing that differs between different gear sets between schools is the damage, the resist, and then also the accuracy and the power pip. So for example, Death, Life, and Balance get power pip as their Waterworks gear thing, and Fire, Ice, Myth, and Storm all get accuracy. So let me see here. Does Calvin still have? Yeah. So you can see Calvin's wizard here has accuracy on the robe. You can see that it gives, you know, some cool sets. But like, what if, say, if you collected 3 of the Waterworks gear, it gave like 20 extra crit? That would be really cool. Or it gave like 5 extra damage. I think that that would be a really cool thing, and it would give even more reason to farm for Waterworks gear, and it would give reason to get Waterworks gear over, for example, getting Zigzag hat, getting Professor's Horde boots, and those type of things. Basically, what I'm saying is King's Isle should add more to this the set idea, and it's kind of disappointing that they haven't really. I feel like it would be really cool if they added something like that, like if they added, like, you know, if you wear a Morgant's Atheum, Morgant's Amulet, and Morgant's Ring, it gives a set. Like, that would be really cool, right? It adds some more dynamics to the game's gear, and it's something that I wish that they had gone further with, and hopefully they will go further with in the future. I'm just kind of disappointed because right now they haven't really gone that far with it. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Let me know if you agree with my synopsis. If you don't like gear sets, let me know. But anyways, drop a like, hit the sub button if you've been enjoying recent videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching.